This is from Politico. Sponsor an immigrant yourself. No, really, a new kind of visa would let individual Americans instead of corporations reap the economic benefits of migration. All right, I'm not sure I care for that. I'm not sure I care for that language. I'd like to think that if you were going to do something like this, you're doing it to help a person, not to reap the economic benefits. But I don't know exactly. I mean, I know this article is from Politico, but that's all I know. So this article was sent by a lefty Twitter user, so we'll see. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, here we go. This is interesting. Here's the editor's note. This article, and particularly its original headline. Okay, here, check this out, guys. Here's the original headline of this article. What if you could get your own immigrant? That was the original headline of this article. Was offensive to many readers. No shit. Who thought that one through? Or didn't think that one through, rather. We changed the headline on Tuesday night to better reflect the author's intent and asked them to respond to the criticism, but they declined. Okay, well, here's the deal. The author changed... So this author changed the verbiage of their article. Their original headline was, what if you could get your own immigrant? And they didn't realize how freaking tone deaf that was. So then they changed it to, what if you could reap the economic benefits of migration? So these authors seem like they're very culturally sensitive, clearly, and they actually give a shit about other people. That really comes across here so far. The raw emotions, here's the article. I'm not quite sure why this article was sent to me thus far, but, you know, let's move on. Let's keep moving. Let's give it a chance. See what's going on here. The raw emotions, and sometimes people send me articles because it's bullshit. Like, they're like, check out this bullshit article, and then we have a fun time dissecting it and talking about how it's bullshit. I don't know. This user did not point out that that was their intention. They didn't say that. So I don't know if that was their intention or not. All right. Well, so let's keep reading this. The raw emotions generated by immigration policy, provoked by heart-rending stories of families torn apart by deportation or citizens murdered by illegal immigrants. Okay, yeah, this is... I think the tone's coming clear here, have scrambled political allegiances and confused public debate. Republicans, usually the champions of family values and small government, now want to restrict family reunification and give bureaucrats the power to screen people who want to enter the country. Democrats, traditionally the allies of the working class, want big business to select immigrants and have given scant attention to the legitimate interest of working class natives. All right, so this person has a very... So this article's terrible. I'll say that. So the problem with immigration is that it's confused people's political alliances. Republicans are usually about small governments. You'd think they'd be hands off about this, even though our president just got elected largely because of his message of we're going to get people out of here. I mean that was a big part of his message. He had a very heavy anti-immigrant message. And some people like it. A lot of people don't. Not everybody voted for Trump for that reason, no. But a lot did. A lot of people did. And you're going to say this is atypical of Republicans. And Democrats, traditionally the allies of the working class, you know, except for the past 40 years. Except for the past 40 years, that was the case. Want big business to select immigrants. No, I think it's a lot more complicated than that. This person has a very elementary assessment of what's going on with immigration. And they see it as an economic benefit if you sponsor somebody yourself. Not you're helping out another human being. You might get an economic benefit. I don't know much about Eric Poston or Glenn Wheel, but... if this article's any indication, wow. The only way to end this politically charged debate, again, that's the main problem here. The main problem is we're having a political debate. And it gets hard and it hurts our brain. It's not that families are being torn apart. It's not that people's lives are being ruined. It's that, oh, this debate is rough. This debate's making my brain hurt. And I wrote an article with a totally tone-deaf headline, and I had to change it so we made it slightly less tone-deaf. We went from, what if you could have your own immigrant, to there's economic benefits to having a migrant investment. Wow, that's way to go. This article's terrible, and I hope the person that sent it to me did so ironically. I feel like I retweeted it because it's a Get Your News On with Ron retweet. I hope people know that when I retweet it, I don't retweet it because I like or dislike the article. I retweet it for the purpose of the stream. I hope people realize that. And I know that some people don't, because I've gotten criticized for certain things that I've retweeted before, and I've had to explain to people. I'm like, no, it's my stream. I do it for the people on the stream. That's how we do, All right. So Marcus points out this might be the next CNN employee. Gloomy Goblin points out it might be to shock and grab attention. I don't think the writers of this article were trying to shock and grab attention. I think they are that tone deaf and that blinded by their own privilege. All right, so here we go. Let's do a little more of this before we all throw up in our mouths. The problem posed by migration is that the benefits are not evenly distributed. That's the problem. According to this, it's the benefits are not evenly distributed. These people only see through the eyes of white privilege. That's it. The problems are not that lives are being ruined, that people's lives are being used as political pawns by the establishment on both ends. That's not the problem. The problem is the benefits aren't evenly distributed to who? White people. How can you write this and sleep at night? What a gross person. I need to point that out that here, hold on. I need to respond to my own retweet. All right, just so people see the disclaimer. But thank you for sharing this article. All right. So the benefits aren't evenly distributed. They flow to the migrants themselves and the corporations that hire them. Oh, good. The corporations are winning. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I'd be really fucking worried. Consumers do receive better products and lower prices. Oh, good. We received lower prices. On what? We don't fucking know, because this article's full of shit. They're making this shit up as they go. Wow. And these people, unbelievable. Unbelievable. This article was published by an outlet that is supposed to have some credibility. Politico is supposed to have credibility. So immigration expands the economic pie, but gives too meager a slice to ordinary people. Oh, yes. Ordinary people. Ordinary people are losing out. What do you mean by ordinary people? White people. White people. We're not getting enough benefits of ruining brown people's lives for no reason. We're not getting enough benefits from it. We should continue to do it. But if only we got more benefits from it, maybe we'd let some brown people stay here. That is what this article is saying. That is literally in more flowery language what this gross, racist, tone-deaf article is saying. And these people are allowed to write for frickin' Politico. And it took two of them. It took two of them. Two human beings that are capable of writing shit like this. They're not incompetent people. Wow. Saki says, let's see how it plays out, said by a war criminal. Amen. All right. I think we get the gist of this gross article. Thank you for sharing it. I do like it when you guys share gross articles intentionally. Um, but let me know that just so I know, just so I can be prepared. Although sometimes it's probably more fun when I'm not prepared. So I get it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/RonPlacone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.